Good afternoon, North Olin. This is David Caldwell, Jackson, Tennessee. I'm your adjudicator today in visual performance. Look forward to good performance and good luck.
High school band, you can take the lead.
Well-executed move with this kind of spinning inside-out box move over here. Several groups have tried that type of move today. You pulled it off pretty well. That was real clean. Now, the only thing I see now is a somewhat lack of unity in the forward march step. And let me explain. Let's think about the heel. When the foot goes forward, is it going to go up over the ankle bone, or is it going to go up the other foot, or is it going to go under the ankle bone? As it goes up, it's like you're picking the foot up and placing the heel down. The other way, it's like you're sliding the heel under and then placing it down. And as a result, what it creates is some people have more knee action than the person next to them. So the uniformity of the step, you need to take a look at that. Not my caption, but the idea with the strings, very unique, very neat. Okay, that's the weakest picture development of the show for you right there. As we tried to set that block up, it just didn't quite make it. Some people getting to their new spot just a little early, some getting there just a little late. In the end, it was good, but its transition was not. Actually, on your form, when you expand it out to the edge of the string, the closest to the 45 side one, second person back had gone too deep back field. We had spacing problem as a result. Okay, this rotation into the straight line, that needs work. Don't step off early over here. Again, it's the little things that cause spacing problems. A slight step off early, or get to your spot just early, or get to your spot just a little late. All of those create. What it does is it makes it impossible to do it with correct spacing. Circles look pretty good. Footwork. Got a file over here, didn't make it. The one in front might have been off, but the rest of you still got to line up with it. You corrected it when you came back. Good deal. All right, so there's recovery. See right here, if you look at the woodwind files over here, you didn't mean for those to be a very, very slight diagonal. If you did, that needs to be rewritten. It's a straight line back, which means if the front person's 2 steps off, everybody's 2 steps off. If you meant for it to be a slight diagonal, it needs to be enough a diagonal that it's obvious, and that just wasn't. And say again, we've got several times in the show when we've set blocks or straight files up, they're not straight. I'm really at a loss to tell you why you're not guiding on that front person. He can't see behind him, but those of you that are behind him can see him. Backwards march style. I saw 2 different styles there with people going backwards. Saw one kind of lower his body and step back, the other one up on his toes and sliding back. You've all got to do it the same way. Actually, lowering your body and stepping back to create a long step on a backwards march is incorrect. That's what you do on a forward march. But on a backwards march, you're supposed to stand up straight or stretch up on your toes, slide back, and you can get a much longer step if you need it. Okay, looking at the relationship of the ankle and the heel on your forward march step. Let's clarify that before the next performance. Straight lines, columns that run front field to back field, many times in the show were a problem. And then the other thing is just, again, getting a glimpse at some of your form developments that I would talk about, where they just didn't quite develop as smoothly as you want to. In other words, under interval, one of the biggest things on a sheet, you've got all these sub-captions, but, honestly speaking, this interval in spacing on visual performance probably is one of the most important, because that's what stands out. Now, uniformity of method, again, comes back to that style of step. I also talked about that backward step a while ago, where I saw somebody squatting down and stepping back, and the other person standing up on their toes and sliding back. That needs to be clarified. And then avoiding frantic feet when you change tempos or you're getting ready to make a footwork change or something. I never caught anybody out of step, but there were times where just wasn't exactly together. And mostly on tempo changes, but it's one of those things that it's just kind of there as a kind of grading on a chalkboard type thing. So it's a good concept on the show, and it's not my caption, but I love the strings and how you work that in. Now let's make sure we just clean up those forms. So let's polish and clean. Enjoy the show. Good luck, competition.